Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Psychic Goddess Erica. And today we're here to talk about the Hanged Man Tarot card. I'm still getting used to this cinematic mode, trying to get it to work. Focus, not in focus, focus, not in focus. Anyway, let me know, comment below if you like the cinematic mode better or regular. I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out still. But anyway, we're here to talk about the Hanged Man Tarot card, which is card 12 in the Major Arcana. We just came off of card 11, which was the Justice card in the Learn the Tarot series that I've been doing, all the way from the start of card 0, which was the Fool. So if you've been watching this, you know by now I read it more so intuitively rather than in a traditional way. So I'm not necessarily breaking down the symbolism in a traditional sense, but more so just how I see it and interpret certain things intuitively. And feel free to comment below as well the connections that you have with the Hanged Man Tarot card, you know, things that you've seen, how it may be different than like other people may interpret it, like how it your personal connection to it, how it plays out for you at times. Please comment that below, as well as on the other cards in this series too, if you're interested. So anyway, getting back to it, card 12 of the Major Arcana, the Hanged Man. This is the Melanated Classic Tarot, by the way, for those of you who are wondering. Card 12, looking at the numbers first, if you're into like numerology and things like that, 12 also breaks down into a 3 if you add up the 1 and the 2. So it represents all of that. So if you look at a 1 and a 2 in terms of vibration, again, the 1 is bringing the energy of like the self, bringing things back to self, and you know, self-evaluation, taking things back to one step at a time kind of energy, and things starting with you. 2 being choices, decisions, duality, relationships, different pathways, balance, things of that nature. And then if you want to look at it in the sequence, because it adds up to a 3 being manifestation, 3 being things coming to fruition, creativity, being born, even in terms of bringing in more of a sense of, eventually leading to more of a sense of community or more social, or starting to see things coming to light. And I say it leading to because the Hanged Man, once I explain the Hanged Man card, you'll understand more why I say it could lead to that. So the Hanged Man card for me represents an energy of stillness. Remember that there's a difference between stillness and stagnation, but the Hanged Man energy to me is the energy of stillness, needing to put things on pause, needing to take time to reflect, needing to sometimes even just like meditate or just be still, not taking action. This is a card of like not taking action yet. The only action you should be taking is no action, doing nothing, resting, meditating, reflecting, looking within, introspection, things like that. So, but this card also represents to me, because you know this person is hanging upside down, right? Seeing things from a different angle than you normally would, seeing things from a different perspective, or needing to see things from a different perspective. You know, sometimes for me this also represents seeing things from a bird's eye view, because when you're upside down and looking down, you're seeing things from like a bird's eye view, a higher perspective, seeing things from a higher perspective, from your higher self versus your ego or your lower self. And sometimes to make a choice or to figure out what's best for you, you have to sit still and sit with self and begin to see things from different perspectives, different angles beyond just your own. And for a lot of time that can be hard, right? But even if we're looking at the fact that we just came off the Justice card, which could have represented lessons or cycles and things of that nature, or even certain contracts and commitments, right? Whatever it was for you, coming off of that, now it's kind of like, okay, you have your perspective, but what is everybody else's perspective? What is the other person's perspective? What is a different way of looking at this? You know what I mean? To have understanding. And that could also be why that energy of at least 2 or 3 in terms of like more of like community and things like that. if you add up the 12. It is also a representation of, let me grab a drink real quick. It's also a representation of awakening. See, sorry, there we go, I had it. Awakening. This light right here around the crown, around the head, to me represents enlightenment, awakening, those aha moments, those epiphanies. So in those moments of stillness, in those moments of resting and reflecting, and taking non-action, especially when you're confused and not really sure which way to go, those are the moments when your higher self can speak through, when source, when creator can speak through, and then you can have those moments of epiphany, moments of awakening, moments of those aha moments and knowledge breaking through, awareness coming through. A lot of the time this comes up when someone or myself is going through another level of a spiritual awakening, because I don't think we have just one. I think we have many different ones for different reasons at different points in life. So kind of like how I use this example a lot, kind of like how when your device is like a phone or a computer or something is upgrading, a system software upgrade, it shuts down first and then it reboots. Similar energy with this. Let yourself reboot. Be still and reboot. And so this happens a lot when a spiritual awakening is taking place also. And then the fact that this person has legs crossed, so they're not moving, and there's a rope around it. You know, a lot of the time to me that represents an energy of, again, non-movement. This person can't walk, it can't move. So keep still. It's a need to keep still for the time being. And in doing so, you're going to begin to see things differently. There's a yellow, blue, and red is catching my eyes. So for me, you know, the most active, or in some cases non-active, if you need to get it back in balance, underactive chakras that could be taking place whenever this card comes up could be the solar plexus, which is the yellow, the throat chakra, which is the blue, and the roots or base chakra, which is the red. So your sense of action, your sense of communication and perspective and thought, and your sense of stability, security, and things within the tangible realm, the material world. So for some of you, it could be overactive, or some of you it could be underactive, or some of you it could be in balance. But again, that's going to depend upon whatever's going on for you. And the fact that there's greenery here, I would see that as growth taking place, growth happening. So now if it's reversed, you know, I don't put much weight in reversals, but if it's reversed, a lot of the time this happens when someone is like already at that point of, I know exactly what to do. You know, I have this awareness, you know what I mean? And it almost looks like a candle flame to me too. So for some reason, I also interpret this a lot as, you know what, maybe I need to do some candle magic, but that's just me and my own personal interpretation of what comes up when I see this Hangman card in reverse. You may have a special connection with certain things as well, of knowing what that means to you. It means it's time to light a candle, but it's almost like this energy of like a light bulb going off, like, aha, I know what to do now. I've reached that conclusion of what needs to happen next. And again, you can come to that realization too, even if it's reversed or not. Again, it's whatever you feel intuitively, whatever the other cards around it may be telling you in the story, and you're downloading the information. Or it could be just, you know, reverse, not reverse. It's up to you whether you want to use it or not. I can get either interpretation depending upon the situation and the cards around it and what I'm downloading also. And again, of course, if you are pulling other cards, it's the other cards around it, or the feeling that you're getting and downloading, or messages you're getting and downloading just naturally without divination tools, will let you know whether or not this is having a more positive or negative feel, for lack of better words, because sometimes things are just what they are. You know what I mean? Not necessarily positive or negative. But anyway, so yeah, I think that's all I have for you all when it comes to the Hangman card. Again, comment below how you're enjoying this series. Make sure you check out the other videos. If you haven't, start from card 0, which was the Fool, and then work your way up because we're still going through the major arcana. And like this video, subscribe to my channel if you choose to. You could always tip by buying me a coffee for being your teacher in this. And I will talk to you guys another time. Bye.